We're doing eggless cake today. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a spin-off on this cake. So we're going to be using strawberry flavor from Fab. We're using some extra strawberry filling from Malas, and we've got a basic set of recipe here. So all these ingredients are really very widely available, and you must be having it all of it at your home already. Just butter, condensed milk. We've got some buttermilk which we've made by mixing half and half of yogurt and that's plain dahi, market bought dahi, and milk. We've just mixed it together. You can also do yogurt and water 1:1. That also works very well. The thing is, you've got castor sugar. If you don't have castor sugar for this particular recipe, you can also use powdered sugar, but castor sugar always is better. And we have some maida here. So the maida is very, very important for this particular recipe because it's going to give the structure to this particular recipe. Because we don't have eggs, so we don't have that much of protein. So what I'm doing is I'm replacing that egg protein with the help of the condensed milk. So I'm going to get some milk protein into the equation, and then we're going to get a little bit of a density into this cake. Also, what we've done here is we've mixed up the in the flour. We've already sieved in the baking powder and the baking soda. I've also added a touch of salt. When you add baking soda in any recipe, always add a touch of salt or a touch of vinegar. That helps to remove any kind of soapy aftertaste when you do baking with baking soda. And I've got a small tin mold which I've lined and kept ready. So lining a tin mold is very simple. It's greased with, this is basically greased with puff margarine. It's the most resilient kind of margarine. In case you don't want to use puff margarine, just use any kind of an oil which just does not have a smell. So you can use an oil like a sunflower or corn oil or any kind of oil which doesn't have a smell. We're going to be using the machine today. So I've hooked on to the machine. I'm using the paddle attachment. This has to be very basic, very simple. I mean, if you're at home and if you always wonder how do chefs make this product, eggless. So a lot of times when we do commercial production also, we recommend to use a premix because a premix just simplifies the baking process for us. But if you intend not to use a premix because you're very worried as to what is going into that premix, so you do not want to use a premix. A lot of times then, and especially if you're doing it for smaller productions, you can easily opt to use a recipe like this. This recipe is going to give you a small cake which is going to be approximately this is about 6" by 2" tin, 6" diameter by 2" height, 2" depth. This is the kind of tin that it will give you a sponge which can be used for approximately a half kilo cake, clean finished cake. So you can look at a half kilo cake which you can make a kind of like a white forest, or if you want to do like a strawberry cream cake or mango cream cake, you can use the same cake for that. But when you're using using the sponge for that particular product or that cake line, don't add the strawberry filling or the strawberry flavor. Just replace it with 1 teaspoon of the vanilla flavor. So then that becomes a neutral kind of a tasting cake. So we're going to get started now. Very simple. When you get started, just go close up of that as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the butter in first. So this is soft butter. The butter we've cut, and this is salted Amul butter. You can use any butter. I mean, we wanted to use Amul butter because it's widely available. Given a preference, I would prefer to use a President butter because it's a little bit more denser. But even Amul butter is not bad at all. It's very good. Let the butter and the sugar cream for about 3 to 4 minutes. Keep releasing the butter from the mold, from the sides of the bowl. If you see it sticking, so you got to stop the machine and just bring it to the side. Now I'm doing it speed number 6. If you're doing it at very high speed, this is going to just go and stick to the side of the bowl. you don't want to do it at a very high speed. What you want to do is basically do it at a slow speed so it cleans better. The essence that we're using. So we're using a Fab Flavors fresh strawberry, which is basically a natural flavor. We're going to add a little bit, about 4-5 drops of this. So natural flavors are slightly on the milder side. So being on the milder side, you might have to use a little more of it rather than the synthetic flavors. But the synthetic flavors we don't prefer that much. Nature identity or natural flavors are always better if you're using it in your bakeries. So this is very nice and creamy. So this has been here for exactly 2 minutes now. So I've got 3 more minutes of creaming on this. Total 5 minutes of creaming. Now you can replace this creaming and do it by hand with the help of a spatula in a stainless steel bowl. You can do it that way as well. Get rid of whatever you want on the table. Getting nice and light in color and texture. You can notice that. Very nice. Getting very nice color and texture. It's getting a lighter shade. What is happening is that the fat is expanding. So since the fat is expanding, the color which was yellowish is becoming off-white. And the slow speed is really beneficial to this. If you use a very high speed, it becomes a problem. If you're doing a larger quantity, then doing a high speed is still acceptable. So I would really not prefer it, but it's still okay. But if you're using a smaller quantity, always go to slow speed. We're about almost done with this. It's taken about It will take about 5 minutes now. It's almost going to be 5 minutes. And you can see the color, what it was earlier and what it is now. It's gotten really light. The color become nice and light. Just scrape it off. Scrape all the excess off. If you don't have a machine bowl, as I said, you can do it by hand. If you're not able to do it by hand, you can also do this bit of mixing. You can also do it in your you can also do this kind of mixing with the help of your whisk attachment in the electric egg beaters. It works equally well. A tad bit over aeration does happen, but it's negligible. That's not really not desired. So while it's mixing, we're going to add in the next, which is the condensed milk. So while it's mixing, just keep adding the condensed milk little by little. Now this condensed milk also has the drops of essence that I've added in. So when you add it little by little, you notice that it's creaming in very well. So the product is getting nice and fluffy. creamy, but there's a lot on the side. So when you take all this out and put it in the center. So don't forget to do these essential steps like that. Just take everything out, put it in the center. Stuff that you can simply make at home. Don't get too flustered with this product. Add a little bit more of essence. I think the essence is a little less. Dunk in the essence into this directly. Now this is the natural essence, that's why I need to add a little bit more, because I want that mild flavor. I don't want a very strong flavor. The next step is to basically add in the buttermilk. So you add in the buttermilk a little now, and then keep adding a little by little, and then start mixing. Some people prefer to add acidulated milk. You might want to add acidulated milk as well. To reduce the speed, if you notice that this product is flying out, the speed is too fast, then reduce the speed. Again, you need to bring everything together. If you want to create a version with oil, you can replace the butter in this recipe with oil, but I wouldn't really recommend it. I think the butter is always a much better flavor preference than oil, and it's got some amount of moisture as well, so that moisture helps us bake in a very moist cake. Just mixing it for some time. We're going to add in the dry ingredients. Now the dry ingredients are basically seeped together, so I'm just going to pop them all in one time. This is on speed number 2. So about half a minute on speed number 2. You just need everything to combine. Once it combines and forms a batter, it's done. Do not overmix this batter at this stage. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of this, so that will be exactly about we're going to be adding some strawberry filling. So I'm just taking about one good tablespoon of it in there. We'll be reserving another tablespoon of this for later. Again, I've brought down everything from the sides into the just a quick mix, and this is done. So coarse mix of this product, we'll take all this out. So this is got a very light natural kind of taste pattern. Very classy, very good for travel cakes. So just mix all this up again once. Make sure it's all brought to the center, and we just put it into the tin. Want, you can also make it in these kind of molds. These kind of molds are very good plum cake molds you can use for this. But the recipe looks very nice in that as well. Or you can use just loaf tins. So make sure you scrape out everything properly like that. Everything's out there. Nothing inside. Make sure everything's out. Take out as much as you can. Because whatever you leave inside will be going to waste. Put it down here. Tap it. If you tap it about 5 to 10 times, it takes off all the excess. If there's any, when you're panning this, if there's any kind of air bubbles or anything which is left inside, with this tap it generally comes out. The next step is basically to put a little bit more of the filling. About 3 tablespoons of filling is what will go inside this particular recipe. One is already gone in the recipe, and now these two are going on top. So just generally spread it around like that. Spread it around like this. So it creates a nice little effect, and that's going to go inside the oven. We're going to be baking this for about 35 to 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Hi bakers, what's up? This is Kunal from Foodie Breaks Academy and Bakery in Goa. Catch me live on June 12th. We'll be doing a baking bake-off in the rustic section of the baking with Bake It Basic, which is hosting a 3-day event online, and that's going to help us raise funds to feed the frontliners in the fight against COVID-19. So it's a noble cause. Don't be stingy. Roll out the dough.
You know the cake is baked when you pass the skewer in the center and it comes out clean. Now you can just apply a coat of milk wash on top and allow it to cool. To release it from the pan, scrape the sides with a blunt knife, tap it and flip it. Release the pan and remove the paper and allow it to cool. Once it's cold, you might want to flip this over, but to flip it you'll need another board. Place the board like this, turn both of them together gently, and then remove the top board gently again, and your cake is ready, flipped and ready. Amazing. To garnish this, we can just dust a little icing sugar on top in this manner, or you could just put a coat of glaze, a neutral glaze.